They told you debt was temporary, a necessary burden, a short-term solution. But what if the system was never designed to end the debt, only to expand it? The illusion of crisis. Every crisis looks unexpected. Every collapse feels sudden. But behind every emergency lies a response, and behind every response, more debt. Origins of modern debt. In the early 20th century, a quiet shift changed everything. Control over money slowly moved away from metal and into policy. The gold standard era. When money was tied to gold, governments had limits. Spending required reserves. Creation required constraint. The 1971 turning point. Then one decision severed the final link. Money was no longer anchored to gold. It was anchored to trust and policy. Rise of fiat money. With nothing physical backing it, money could now expand without restraint. Supply was no longer discovered. It was declared. Debt becomes the product. Debt stopped being a problem. It became the product. Governments borrowed. Banks expanded. Citizens financed the cycle. Crisis as opportunity. Every crash justified more intervention. Every bailout required more liquidity. The pattern repeated, faster each time. Quantitative easing machine. Money wasn't printed in ink. It was created digitally, injected into markets, inflating assets before it ever reached wages. Inflation fallout. Prices rose quietly at first. Then suddenly, groceries, fuel, housing, inflation became the invisible tax no one voted for. The debt spiral pattern. Borrow, stimulate, inflate, tighten, repeat. A closed loop disguised as economic management. Failed fixes. Plans promised discipline. Committees promised reform. But debt never shrank. It only shifted and grew. Modern global parallels. Across continents, the same pattern unfolds. Different flags. Different currencies. Identical expansion. 3 takeaways. First, debt is structural. Second, inflation is systemic. Third, the cycle survives because few question it. Warning and open ending. The system doesn't collapse overnight. It stretches, expands, absorbs, until confidence itself becomes the final asset. Call to action. If you want to understand the system shaping your future, subscribe, because the veil only lifts for those willing to look.